Biography's look at Sam Giancana continues on A&E. The criminal career of Sam Giancana was faltering. Mobsters thought his affair with Phyllis McGuire attracted too much heat, but he refused to relinquish her.
The mob thought he was a weakling because he's getting so much publicity. I mean, here he is with this star.
No comment. I'm sorry. No comment.
And everywhere they went, photographers are waiting, and along with the photographers were the FBI, and the FBI would grab her and try to question her. The mob had no faith. They have no faith in women. They figured they're going to be tortured and scream. But she stood up to it all. But the mob, they were very upset with it.
Jailed for contempt of court, Giancana seemed suddenly old, even vulnerable. In 1966, he was released and slipped into exile in Mexico, taking with him millions of dollars. He chose a town in the mountains above Mexico City, with blue skies and clouds of bougainvillea. Large payments were certainly made to powerful men in Mexico City to protect him, to provide sanctuary. He bought a $5 million estate called San Cristobal and shut himself away at the top of the house.
He could sit there for hours and hours and hours and just look out and never budge.
He had often said the time a man has to watch out is when he becomes frail and lets his guard down.
The mob is an organism. It's a growing organism. And if you're not there to water the plants or take care of the plants, somebody else is going to do that. And pretty soon they feel he's unstable, and they're watching all the time. I mean, I don't care where he was, somebody was watching Sam.
Perhaps he hadn't paid the Mexicans enough, for one morning in 1974, when he was tending his cactus garden, Mexican police raided his estate and dragged him to the U.S. border.
Mr. Giancana, why did you have to leave Mexico, sir?
Why? I don't know.
Giancana, what are your future plans after this?
In 1975, he was called before a Senate committee investigating the CIA plot to kill Castro.
No comment.
The night of June the 19th, two escorts had just arrived in Chicago to take him safely to Washington. Neither his caretaker nor police officers watching his house heard the 6 shots that killed Sam Giancana at midnight on June the 19th, 1975. He had been cooking sausages and late that evening opened the door to a visitor. A few minutes later, he was dead, shot in the head and the chin. Perhaps somebody believed he would blurt out the truth about the Castro operation at the hearings in Washington. Not long afterwards, the dismembered body of Johnny Rosselli, Giancana's partner in the Castro murder plot, was found stuffed in an oil drum in the sea off Miami. Giancana always said that if you want to find the murderer, look for the one who survives. The mob's only survivor from the plot to kill Castro was Santo Trafficante, the mafia chief of Florida.
They were afraid he was going to talk, the same as Rosselli. Rosselli's going around shooting his mouth off, and they were killed within months of each other. I think it was the Trafficante people got the okay from Chicago.
He was buried in a marble mausoleum he built for his wife, next to the father who beat him.